everyone. Welcome back to ErikaBuilds and another Sims 4 speed build. Today we are in the world of San Myshuno working on an apartment in Culpepper House. And thank you to those of you who corrected me in my last apartment build that I had not finished with Culpepper House yet. For some reason, I was thinking there were only 3 apartments in this building and that I was done. And then nicely, you guys reminded me that there were actually 4 apartments and I had missed one. So I apologize for that. So here is the 4th and final apartment in Culpepper House. This has 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom. And what I decided to do for the theme was a springtime theme with lots of like pastel colors that has been designed for a florist. And I guess the reason I did that was mainly just because, you know, it's springtime now. The weather has been really beautiful here where I live. Hopefully you've had some nice weather as well. And so I was in the mood to do something kind of light and bright and springy. So when I first started working on this design, I made each room of the apartment in a different pastel color. So we've got 1 green, 1 yellow, 1 pink, and 1 purple. So it's very colorful. And like I said, the sim that I had in mind who would live here would be a florist. So I used like the flower arranging table and quite a lot of flowers throughout the apartment. In fact, even after I finished the apartment and I was going back to do the screenshots, I added even a few more flowers because I just wanted there to be lots and lots of flowers inside of this place. It is 1 bedroom, so you can have a maximum of 2 Sims. And then I also put items for a dog. So you could have either, 1 Sim with a dog or 2 Sims with a dog, maybe like a couple or just a single Sim. This apartment would work great for any of those options. Here in the front hall where I did this entryway first, I used a lot of pastels and floral designs and things from Laundry Day, which is kind of funny because I didn't put laundry machines in this apartment, but I did use a lot of stuff from the Laundry Day pack just because it has a lot of really nice colors and florals and stuff that went well with the theme. But if you really wanted to have laundry machines in here, you could definitely put them here in this little florist room. It was kind of tough to decide how I was going to do this because I really didn't like the fact that it didn't have a window. But of course, when you're working with apartment buildings, you can't add or remove any windows. And so it's not really ideal that, you would be cooped up in here doing your floral arranging without being able to look out the window. But, in these kinds of situations, we just have to work with what we have. So there is no window in this little floral room. But this could be a nice laundry room if you did not want to have this flower arranging table. Or actually, you could probably fit laundry machines if you did the stackable set on the opposite wall and also keep the flower arranging table right here where you're seeing now where I put that little side table. You could actually put them there if you really wanted to do laundry. But I just didn't put any in here. So yeah, lots of flowers, lots of pastel colors. And, the whole time I was building this, I was just thinking about a florist and what they would need. Maybe it's like a home business or something. Is that even an option? That would be kind of a cool option if we had a home business, like a home flower business based on kind of like a freelance career, but using the flower arranging table. But I don't think that's a thing, or maybe it is. I don't know. Anyway, out here in the main part of the apartment is the living room and kitchen, which is all open to each other. Again, lots of bright colors. This kitchen set is from Parenthood, which has this really nice, bright seafoam green color, which I thought would be really springy and nice for this apartment. And then it has been a while since I've done one of these kind of like floating cabinet island thingies. I don't know what to call it, but it's, you guys know what I mean. And so I kind of forgot how to make it at first. So I had to move this wall a couple of times before I had the cabinets in the right place. But yeah, it is kind of cool in an apartment to do something like this, just because it gives you a lot more cabinet space, but then you don't have to have the wall. So you'll see I place the cabinets and then I remove the wall. So you kind of get this like pass-through design between the kitchen and the living room, which is really nice for an apartment because it really opens it up. You can see all the way, you know, from one side of the room to the other. I was playing around with these dividers. Like I said, I hadn't done this in a while and it took me a minute to remember how to do it. But basically what you do is you just kind of center them between the cabinets and hide, you know, the little top part so it doesn't stick out. And then it gives you this really nice like pass through between the kitchen area and the living room area, which I think is just really, really cute. And then I decorated it here in a minute, you'll see as well. So there is no dining set in this apartment, but there is this large bar with 4 chairs. So definitely plenty of room to sit and eat at the bar. And then I put a laptop there as well because there's no desk in this room. And then on the opposite side of the kitchen is the living room. So yeah, it's all open here to each other. And for the living room, I stuck with the same sort of theme. You know, it's lots of pastel colors, bright colors. I'm just trying to make everything vibe, you know, kind of in the same way. Here I was playing around with some under cabinet lighting, but with that bright yellow paint, it was just way too bright. It was crazy bright. And so I ended up getting rid of those lights and just using the ceiling lights only. It wasn't really, I don't know, I was kind of torn between if the ceiling light was giving enough light or if I needed those under cabinet lighting on there, but I ended up taking them off. So hopefully it's bright enough. And you can see I put a fireplace in the living room area. I'm using these pendant lights from Tiny Living, which I'm obsessed with. I love them so much. They come in 3 different lengths. This is the medium length, which works really nice on this medium wall height. And over by the fireplace, I just added some bookcases and a TV and stuff, kind of making a little entertainment center area. And then I didn't have a ton of space here left for couches, so I decided to do this kind of L-shaped couch so that I would kind of take advantage of the space saving that I could have with this. And then that kind of left it open on one side, which was nice. So I kind of liked the idea that if you had a ton of friends over, you could actually just pull those bar stools out and turn them around very easily and make a large, you know, sort of like area to gather if you know, were having some kind of big event or something. But in these apartments, mostly, you know, you might just have a couple of friends over. So you've got the 2 couches put together in the L shape and then another kind of comfy chair there beside. And those couches are from my first pet stuff, which I believe is now available for console. I saw on Twitter the other day. And then that chair is from Tiny Living, and so is the ottoman. So I'm mixing these packs together with all these similar colors. The curtains are just some blinds that are also from my first pet stuff. I'm using a lot of white in the furniture just because I feel like it looks good, you know, with all the different pastel colors. That polka dotted rug is from the Moschino stuff pack. I love it. Super cute. And then that coffee table is from Movie Night Out. And it's really pretty. You can't really tell from this angle, but it has like these like painted sort of like pink flowers on the side, which is really pretty. And then here by the fireplace, I just added this little cluster of books, which is actually works as a bookcase. And I added some flowers and pictures and stuff like that. So yeah, it's not overly cluttered, but it does have a pretty good amount of clutter and lots of flowers. That little pet bed that looks like a piece of ham is also from my first pet stuff. I think it's so funny. It's kind of gross, but I don't know, the colors match. So I thought it was kind of cute to put there. And then over here along this opposite wall of the kitchen, I just kind of made it a little bit more of a kitchen area. I started out kind of thinking that I would do these towels and this flower kind of idea. And then I remembered that we had that new shelf that we got with Tiny Living that has all the little kitchen things. Here you're seeing it now. And so I remembered we had that in a pastel swatch. And so I definitely wanted to use that because it matched perfectly with all the colors that I was using in this kitchen. You know, it's got that kind of like seafoam green and the pink, and then I put a coffee machine there and just some other kind of kitchen clutter. So this apartment has a very large kitchen, but if you've been downloading my apartments, you probably know that I do tend to make big kitchens in my apartments, and they're kind of the focal point. And I think for me, that's just because when I play, my Sims tend to spend a lot of time in the kitchen, you know, with cooking, and I'm always like leveling up their cooking and baking and gourmet cooking skills, maybe just because I like to cook. And so that's, I think, why I'm always giving these big kitchens inside these small apartments. But yeah, so it's got a pretty nice size living area as well. And then of course that little hobby room for the flower arranging, which is cool. There I was just adding some more lighting because I felt like it was kind of dark in here. I don't know if it was the weather outside that was affecting the lighting in this apartment, but I just felt like it was kind of dark. So I added an extra wall sconce over here just to kind of brighten it up a little bit. Yeah, so now I'm just getting ready, I think, to do the kitchen decor. I kind of went all out with the decor just because I felt like it kind of fit the theme. Since I had so many flowers and kind of knickknacks around in the other rooms of the house, I felt like the kitchen would be pretty well decorated as well also. And so I used a lot of wall decor for cool kitchen stuff and some other kitchen type items to kind of make this like wallscape design, which is good when you have these higher cabinets with the taller ceilings, because you end up having like all this extra space that, you know, you want to fill up with stuff. So, you know, hanging pots and pans and knives and spices, and I'm just pulling out anything and everything I can think of that looks kitchen-y, to fill up all of this extra space. It still looks strange to me that there's no tile here. And I you know, I usually always do tile for my kitchens, but I really wanted to keep the I can't talk. Consistent. Can I say consistent? Yes, I can. Crown molding around the top of the ceiling. As you can see, it goes around the whole kitchen and living room area. And if I would have put tile, it wouldn't have had the crown molding. And since it's all one room, I just felt like that would look really bad. So that's why I just kept the paint in the kitchen as well. Yeah, and those curtains are also from Parenthood. So there's lots of Parenthood stuff. And then over here, on these dividers, you just use the 9 key to raise your decor up and then kind of push it against those dividers so it looks like it's attached, because wall decor won't actually snap to dividers. You kind of just have to put it there yourself. And there's where I put that little laptop. And yeah, so I think this room is just about done. Just checking. Oh yeah, I had some empty walls in this little hobby room, the florist room. So I just hung some random kind of like wall decor. I put like a little hobby board in there and some artwork. Oh, and then over here at this bookcase, I just filled all the empty little holes the little spots on the shelves with different flowers and plants, because like I said, pretty much everywhere I tried to put plants and flowers, because I just wanted it to go, with the whole idea of this being for the florist. So for the bedroom, I kind of zoned out for a minute, and I got kind of off track a little bit, because I really liked this bed. Because I liked how the purple was playing against the lavender. But then I started using a lot of dark furniture in here. And I think that's just kind of like my own self kind of seeping out into the build as I was working on it. And then at the end, I was like, wait a minute. No. I don't want this dark furniture in here, because it's not going to go with the overall theme of the apartment. So then at the end, once I finished the bedroom, I went back and changed the swatch of all of this dark gray furniture to white. So it definitely made more sense with this particular theme of build. But yeah, I really like black and purple together. And so I think that's why I started pulling all this black furniture out of the catalog. This furniture, well, it's a mixture. The bed and the nightstands are from Seasons, but the chest and the dresser and then that little TV bookcase combo, all of that furniture and that chair are from Tiny Living. So it's a mixture of the two packs. If you like this dark gray black furniture combo, you could always change it back really easily, but it was just not really vibing with the living room furniture being white, and so that's why I decided to change it back to white. And then this big picture over the bed is also from Seasons, and I just thought it was fitting, trying to keep this sort of a seasonal type of build. I thought it made sense to use that. And yeah, the lamps are also from Seasons, and so is the overhead light, and the rug. So yeah, lots of Seasons stuff. These pink doors that you're seeing throughout the apartment, I use the same door for every room, and they are from Strangerville. Which also matches the pink and white archway between the front hall and the kitchen. So yeah, those are all from Strangerville. I just thought they were really pretty with the pink color to, give the apartment a more springy sort of look. These flowers here are from Movie Night Out, I believe. And then in the corner, I just used a little corner cabinet from Get Famous. So yeah, it's a pretty big bedroom. Definitely enough room if you had two Sims that wanted to live here. They would have plenty of room for that, because the bed, is obviously accessible from both sides. I'm just finishing up a little bit of decor. I haven't noticed that I wanted to change the furniture yet. But you'll definitely see that in the screenshots that I changed it to white. Yeah, so the last room left is the bathroom, and there's only one bathroom in this apartment. So it's not ideal, I guess. If you have company, they will have to go through your bedroom to get to the bathroom, but that's kind of how it is with these small apartments. And there, I'm just adding some more floral type artwork. Basically, I'm just looking for anything that I can find that has flowers on it. Yeah, and then for the bathroom, it's mostly all gray and white. The tub and the toilet are from Cats and Dogs, and then the furniture, like the cabinetry, is all from Parenthood. And I believe the sink is Base Game. And then the wallpaper is from Realm of Magic. So yeah, this is not a pack restricted build. There are lots and lots of packs being used in this apartment. And that's pretty much the case for all my builds. You've probably noticed by now that I don't typically restrict myself when it comes to using items. I just freely use, whatever I want to use. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but the Sims Gurus made an announcement yesterday that we are getting 3 packs over the next 6 months. 1 expansion pack, 1 game pack, and 1 stuff pack. So I am super excited for that because that's triple the amount of new decor. So hopefully we'll get some cool new kitchen cabinets, new bedroom sets, new bathroom plumbing sets. So super excited for that. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this build. Let me know in the comments what you think. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next time with another speed build. So have a great rest of your week. Bye-bye.